So this is the Marathon 360 pool. We'll go ahead and get it started here. This run should take about 18 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. If you're going slower, you have to fall off, do another half loop. But it's a fairly simple run, pretty straightforward. You can make about 250 gold per hour on my server with it. And this is how you start it. I try to Nova both those packs and blink ahead so that I can jump off here before they pull this big behemoth here. I'll ice block on the way down. You can slow fall or you can blink to avoid damage, but I prefer to just ice block because it's easier. You wait here for about 30 seconds. Let the rocks come padding all the way around. If you leave too soon, they will reset. And then we go and start. Sometimes you have to pull rock grip, sometimes you don't. Depends on his pathing. Whenever you pull rock grip, it is significantly harder, and it looks like we're probably going to get him this pull. If you're not that experienced, you can skip this part and just leave this height alone. Leave rock grip alone. But it looks like I actually didn't pull him. That's interesting. Normally he pulls. Oh well, makes for an easier run. Cleaner, because you can't slow him with Blizzard and you can't root him with Frost Nova, so he really complicates the run. You're going to start to see 2 or 3 Hydras pop their heads over the water. Once you do, go ahead and just rank 1 Frostbolt here. Look at these guys. Wand here. Wand here. And then I like to get both shields going as quick as I can because you're going to start to take a lot of damage here in a second once all those rock elementals pat down to us. You need to make sure you have your blink ready and your ice barrier ready to go. Because once all these rocks pat around, you're going to take a lot of damage. You might have to blink through because they can stun you. Try to save your blink. I'll counterspell that pack. The deep warriors do not social aggro, so you gotta pull every pack. Come here, depending on how quickly I go through, I'll either Nova or Wand here. I like to Nova that extra pack just to make sure I get a little bit of room. Pull those guys, because they don't social aggro either. I get ready to counterspell and blink. And then just to help group things up, I drop a rank 1 Blizzard. And you can see everything's pretty spread out, so anytime I come across a rock group that's not following, I like to Nova them because they hit pretty hard and I don't want them to kill my shield as I'm going. Just waste mana, and then you gotta use mana pots. I try not to use mana pots because they're just expensive in phase 6. Here you have to make sure you keep your blink ready and you keep your counterspell ready. You don't want to use your counterspell on that pack that I just pulled because you got to use it on this pack. This is a little tricky. You're going to counterspell, turn around, blink through the mobs. If you're not that experienced, you can lip, reapply our shield, bandage up, get ready to go. As the mobs pat around here corner, we're going to slow them down. It'll help group them. And it'll help keep the Hydras off our butts. Here we go. Do a full Blizzard here. Nova that pack. going to try to pull every single Hydra in this area. There's one. There's 2 and 3. Let him hit us. To slow him. Get up here ready to slow him a little more, group him a little more. We'll go ahead and blink. Looks like we got one Hydra left. We're running over this guy. And now, because I'm a gnome, I'll swim here, so I have to use my elixir of giant growth. If I don't use my elixir of giant growth there, I'll swim, I'll be too slow, and the mobs will catch me and kill me, which is not good, so. That last Hydra will social aggro, there we go. In this part you have to really focus and use your correct spells here because you want to save counter spell. Fire Blast, Blink. It's all about timing for this part of the run. Again, save your counter spell. Get both shields up. Blink, or counterspell, and then blink. Stay ahead of the Hydras, don't let them hit you. If those Hydras hit you at all, you're dead, so you have to be really quick with that blink. Keep your corners tight so that they don't catch you. You can see we got almost 20 seconds left on our elixir giant growth, which is perfect. And now we went too slow with all the Hydras. The Hydras don't slow down whenever you go through the water like the other mobs do. And you can see I got that time going as it's ticking down. I'm going to blink. The Hydras were moving the whole time, everything else were stopped, but because I blinked, it kept them grouped up. So that's just another trick you can do to help keep your mobs grouped up. We're going to counterspell this guy to pull him over to us and Nova this pack with him. One slime got through, that's fine. Rank 1 Frostbolt. Rank 1 Frostbolt, turn it kind of cold. Wand this guy. Whenever you blink here, these sisters will be padding back and forth. You got to make sure you don't blink into them because if you pull them, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to have to change up your kill phase, which is a huge pain. So we'll Nova those guys. Don't refresh our shield yet. Cone of Cold to keep them off us. And here you have to Fire Blast that as quick as you can. Get around them, try not to take damage. Shield up. You have to counterspell that middle mob there. We got the rare boss. Again, Fire Blast this slime quick. Nova them. We're going to stop and wander this group. Blink forward. Mobs are almost catching us, but we got time. We're going to bandage up, target this guy, get ready to go. Once the mobs get right here, we're going to have to get moving. Wand both these guys, get our shields up. In this part you have to make sure that you have a potion ready because you might have to lip if you don't do it quite right. I usually don't have to lip, but sometimes you do. I might this time because I got going a little slow there. I think we're good though. Yeah, we're good. Counterspell that pack. Get ready to fire blast this guy. If you don't get your blizzard down quick enough on that corner, or if mobs start to come through, you might have to lip. So you want to make sure you always have your potion cooldown ready for that spot. Takes a little practice, but once you get it, it's pretty easy to repeat. Blink here at a 45 to help grip the mobs. See how tight knit that is. Reapply our shields. I'm going to go ahead and make this up, and then we're going to Nof Blizzard here to group all the mobs even more. We're starting to get hit, so let's go ahead and put Dampen Magic up. We're going to do a rank 1 Frostbolt into a Blizzard to pull these 3 packs. Arcane Explosion to pull him. Arcane Explosion to pull him. And this one we have to pull with the Fire Blast before we get to it. If you don't pull him quick enough and he aggro's social aggro from the other mobs, he will reset before your kill phase, and he will cause other mobs to reset, so you have to pull him quickly. This guy right here, he will try to entangling roots you, so I always make sure I have him targeted, counterspell him, and I Nova that whole pack there, both those packs. One of them resisted, which is unfortunate. And the satyrs can do a gouge and a hamstring, so it's unfortunate he resisted, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Hopefully he doesn't hamstring us. If he does, we'll just escape artist out of it. Pull this guy and then blink across so that we don't take damage. Nova this group. Get Ice Barrier back up. Let them start coming. That helps to group them. See, it folds the pack in half. Come here, stop moving and blink. Look back, put a blizzard. If you're still moving when you blink, you'll run over the edge, but if you stop moving and blink, it will sit you right on the edge, so it's easy to get down. I like the ice block there just to get off any poisons and stuff in case I have to bandage up. It's not always necessary though. We're going to go ahead and make this. Once you see elite start coming here, you got to get your butt moving. Get our shields back up. You want to do stuff that gives you aggro on the mobs while you're running here, so about every 10 seconds I like to reapply a shield here. That way the slimes don't reset. If you go too long without pulling aggro, the slimes will reset on you, and whenever they reset, you're going to have like 50 mobs reset. And it'll easily turn your 360 pull into a 280 pull. I like to get a full blizzard in here, try to get as many mobs grouped up as you can. Start pulling these groups. Once I pull this guy, I'm going to reapply my ice barrier, and that's the last one we use before the kill phase. Come here, and I like to do a long, wide corner, and then blink to help group the mobs up. Pull that guy. We're going to put mage armor on. Get our magic shield up. Come over here, wait for the mobs to get super close, and then jump off. Now all the sprites are shooting at you. I like to let them return my mana, and then I blink once they are kind of out of range. And once all the nature poisons fall off, I will use a nature protection potion. And then right here I go ahead and get all my shields reapplied, and I get ready for the kill phase. As a gnome, you have to stand really far away or else they're going to hit you. If you stand right here, it helps them back. So you get a little extra spot, a little extra ticks in the kill phase. See how they're moving and then coming back. I like to try and get as much damage going as I can in this first path up here. even if it means I have to fall all the way to the bottom of the totem, because that's just the best way to keep the mobs grouped and killed. Normally you jump to this outside portion here, but because I'm trying to get as much damage as I can going in that first pack, I do it to there, to the bottom. Sometimes if you're standing on this pillar as a gnome, the hydras will continue trying to come all the way to you. See that guy? He's not sure what he's doing. Just my personal preference, I like to give the group ready check to let them know it's almost time to loot. I kind of scuffed up here. Mobs are getting wonky on me, but I should be able to handle it, it's no problem. Pretty scuffed kill phase, but it's working, so I'll go ahead and move over to the side so the sprites have to run up and I can start killing them. Hydras are dead, so I can stand on this closed pillar here. We had a pretty scuffed kill phase, but we still got the entire run done in 17 minutes. We killed a total of 361 mobs, and you can see I do basically 3 runs per hour, sometimes 4. Let me get rid of those. I'm consistently killing 360, 370 mobs. I charge 22 gold per run on these, per player, so I make like almost 100 gold per run. Pretty good way to make gold. Talents, standard boosting talents. I have arcane concentration, magic absorption, arcane meditation, and then ice barrier. You know, everything that you don't really have for gear. I actually have really good boosting gear. I have my 5-piece T2, a bunch of MP5 gear, a bunch of nature resist gear, intellect gear. I have 160 nature resist, so yeah, that's the pool. Pretty simple once you get it down. Thanks for watching, appreciate it.